From a government shutdown to a proposed peace plan with Israel's prime minister and an unprecedented meeting of top generals, here's our behind-the-scenes look at this week in Washington.
We're going to straighten them out one by one. It's a war from within. Everybody who wants to see an end to the violence and destruction should be united in calling for Hamas to accept the extremely fair proposal.
If Hamas rejects your plan, Mr. President, then Israel will finish the job the easy way, or it can be done the hard way.
This is the second time in memory that President Trump has been in the room with a world leader with a setup like this one and not taken questions.
We laid out to the president some of the consequences of what's happening in healthcare. By the way he looked, I think he heard about them for the first time.
Can you respond to what Senator Schumer said, that there were aspects about health care ending for certain people that the president was learning about for the first time in that meeting? And was the president open to a deal on the ACA subsidies?
Well, I'm highly skeptical that the president was learning about it for the first time. We want to work across the aisle to make sure that people have access to good health care. We are not going to let Democrats shut down the government.
Leader Thune, where is the common ground on the ACA subsidies, do you think?
We have that conversation after the government stays open.
We should use some of these dangerous cities run by the radical left Democrats as training grounds for our military.
He's using Americans as pawns. Democrats do not want a shutdown.
A lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want. They'd be Democrat things.
We're just a couple hours away from the deadline for government funding, and right now White House officials are bracing for the potential for a government shutdown. President Trump has spent the day suggesting that actually a government shutdown could be advantageous, using this moment to fire federal workers or cut programs. We are now 3 hours away from the federal government shutting down with no last-minute deal in sight. Do you believe the government's going to shut down in 3 hours from now?
I think it is inevitable now. It's a very reckless decision that Chuck Schumer has made. The Democrats have taken the last vote. They voted it down once again.
Is your argument tonight that fighting for extending these subsidies is worth shutting the government down?
If we allow the Republicans to simply not negotiate and to throw 15 million people off of health care, that will cause even more harm.
The American people's government exists for the American people. That's why we're fighting to reopen the government, and unfortunately the Democrats are fighting to shut it down for the benefit of illegal aliens.
Republicans have consistently shut the government down. We are ready to sit down now to reopen the government.
We are now more than 20 hours into the government shutdown, and neither side shows any signs of backing down. What we've seen, though, from the White House is not silence. They are actually using all of their government websites to say this is Democrats pushing this shutdown. Do you think that they're being more effective in their messaging in terms of putting this blame on Democrats?
I don't think that they're being more effective. I think that they are being more illegal. We are not allowed to politic on official sites, period.
If they keep the government closed, it's going to get more and more painful. Democrats are the ones who have decided to inflict the pain, not the president.
What's happening behind the scenes could be just as key as what they are saying publicly. Who made the final call to cancel these projects, these grants? Was this tied to the government shutting down?
Now, our decisions have been made over the last few months. A team of 7 or 8 people have evaluated over 2,400 projects just on business conditions, whether it makes sense for the American taxpayers or not. These decisions are made all in the Energy Department, all based on facts.